And it's the Nets on a road trip for this one. Conference game today, looking for the win. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. Back to Harrell. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Count it. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And then Durant with the jam.
And every step of Durant on the drives covers so much ground. You know.
Oh, that was something else.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
Inside. Nice move. Pass to Caruso. Back to LeBron. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Oh, he's just super efficient when he's close to the rim. James is like a master at knowing which way to take it.
The three from Davis. James outside. Goes back up. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
He's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think LeBron can still turn around and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron, very real.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
If you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
To Harden. Back to Irving. To the middle. Here's Harris. And he banks in the layup.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
And he's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And here are the Nets. Pass to KD. And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Harrell. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Harris. From deep, Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The drive by James.
We can't get James into the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
Brooklyn trailing to the inside. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
James with it. Guarded now by Durant. And Harris slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
An intimidating big man with physical tools that are hard to come by. Drummond loves to send shots away.
Harden outside. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Harris from the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempts.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the Lakers have possession. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, got to wrap him up.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Pass to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Outside Jordan. To the paint. And stolen by James. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. With 1 on the clock.
And Jordan's mere presence can affect shots. I mean, he's easily one of the league's premier shot blocking artists.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Down low. It's stolen by Davis. For the finish.
Thank you.
And Drummond throws it down.
And the 7'1" Gasol sees over the defense with ease. I mean, fantastic spot in the open lane.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Fast break, the Lakers. James with the ball. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Back to Brown. Outside Jordan. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Over James. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. It's now much more of a face-up player.
And that's where his game's been headed. The shot is improved, and he can step out to the three, facing up and let him use his burst. That's a maximum. James is just a sensational shot blocker. You better check your rear-view mirror. He's relentless.
Gasol with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Releases. Again, James missing.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Rejected by Gasol.
Got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
And James throws it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Outside Jordan. Pass to Green. It's stolen by Morris. And finished off by LeBron.
You got to stay on James in transition. If you give him room to run, he jumps all over.
Here's Brown. And Davis sends it back. The drive by James. Yep, it counts. James has got 27.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game. Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arms length from the bucket.
Good on the shot.
And this has